the first time I watched him with a world healing, I was in, like I was hooked. Like there was just this, he was feeling a yearning that I had, like, you know, for God. And he was the closest thing to it that was actually tangible. And I just felt something with him that I hadn't felt before. So I was in, and I signed up for the healing course and the School of Enlightenment. It was almost like I couldn't get enough. And then when these retreat became available, I was there. And I can't even tell you what this week's been like. There's no words for this week. It's been... I never knew what a master really was until this week. Honestly, I never knew. I thought, I didn't know what everyone was... I knew I had this connection with him. I knew that. But I didn't know truly what a master was until I was immersed in this week. And it made me realise, like, the light bulb went off and it's just boom. I feel like I've come home, like being with him and around him and on the retreat and immersing myself in this has made me rethink my life, like priorities. And I actually put myself first by coming here because I did have a course that was on, and normally I would go to that, but I knew I needed this. I didn't need other learning. I needed to learn from the master. So it's been life-changing. We had 2 soul blessings, and the first one, you know, I was really happy and joyful. I'm getting the soul blessing, you know, from the master, and I get to, you know, feel like it was like when I first was created with the Lord, you know, with God. And then I was really happy, and then all that changed, and I'm like, don't blink, don't blink. As soon as I blinked, the tears just came down. It was quite emotional, but in a good way. Yeah, it was beautiful. Actually felt like my soul had been, actually felt like it had been blessed. Not that you would know what that was normally, but it certainly felt different to how it was prior to the soul blessing. Being so close to him, you could feel his energy before he even put his hand on my head. Like I could feel his energy, but it was loving energy. It wasn't just energy, it was loving. And when the hand went on my head, it was just like a wave that sort of ran through my body. And I don't know if I even sort of made a movement, because that's how strong it felt. And yeah, it was a warmth, and it was just beautiful. Yeah, I didn't realise how much, what's the word? It's not admiration. I didn't realise how, it's not respect either, although both of those come into it. There's another word that I can't even think of at the moment. That it just makes my heart feel, and like it's adoration, but it's more than that. It's holiness. It's holy. It's, you know, you can't fathom it. You can't touch that. When he looks at you, I feel like he's just looking at you, even though there's other people in the room. I can feel like it's just you he's looking at and you he's talking to. And that it's a loving energy. It's just, it's so strong. I haven't really felt anything like that before ever. He is so wise, like so wise. He just makes me happy. He makes my heart happy when he's around, and I feel like we've known each other forever. I feel like that.
On this retreat, there's a lot of other people here, and how's it been sharing the journey with them?
They're my family now. It's been 6 days and they're my family. I'm not even kidding. I'm not joking. They're like family. I can't even talk about the connection. Like, you go through your life and you meet certain people and you have that connection with them, and they're like family. But these are strangers that I now have a bond that is so strong that I'll never forget. He's just expanded my whole life, my heart. He's expanded that for me. Anything that comes at me now, I'll be able to deal with so much better. I was afraid before. Sorry.
It's okay.
I've always been in really good health, and then, then I had some issues and I was so fearful. I didn't know how to deal with them. And, sorry, now you're going to have to take a minute while I go in and be awareness. And he's helped me so much too. I'm so grateful because now I can not have to live with that fear. But I'm so grateful because he has taught me not to live in fear over that. So I can deal with anything now. Anything. And I'm so fortunate because I get to practice every day with different people on how to be, and I can be better. I can be a better version of me, a better version of part of God, a better person for earth and a better person for humanity, He's made me better. Sorry.
Don't worry, you're gonna make me cry.
Sorry. I'm so grateful. These are joyful tears, like grateful tears. If everyone could live and experience this, the world would be changed. Before Master was a word, I knew what the meaning meant, but I didn't feel what the meaning meant. So I came here, even at the other retreats, totally unawares really. I'd only ever seen him on Zoom, and not that he didn't have a presence there. I felt there. I still felt his draw and his pull and the love. But when it's in person, it's just next level. And I couldn't believe that someone that is not a newborn baby, that is perfect, could exude or give off that sort of love, or make me feel that sort of love. I couldn't, and not just a master in words, he's a master in action. I've always felt a really deep connection with God. I've always had a knowing that God was there regardless of what others would say. I always knew it. But the Master makes it real. He makes it real for me. And not that it wasn't real, because obviously it was, but he makes it real, more real. Like the hand of God on my head with darshan. Holiness, the hand of God. That's what it felt like. There you go. I finally found the words. Hand of God on my head.